Welcome to Basic Business AI, a podcast designed to simplify your AI journey and give you AI strategies for business for those of us who don't want to get an advanced tech degree or hire some marketing bro. I'm your host, Josh Thomas. You can find me on all social media at JT Literally. We bring on regular business owners just like you and me to discuss practical strategies, ideas, and perspectives about AI without getting too far into the weeds of the tech. BBAI is sponsored by Anabots. Did you know that companies that respond to customer inquiries in less than 1 minute have a 400% higher chance of closing the deal? Our AI-powered assistants have an average response time of just 5 to 7 seconds, meaning you can close more sales without generating more leads. No tech skills are needed, and you can get started in less than 5 minutes. Go to Anabots.ai to learn more. Once again, that's Anabots.ai. Today's guest is Dorine Rivers, the founder and CEO of Savants.ai. She brings over 3 decades of experience in business management, educational leadership, and video production. Her vision for Savants.ai stemmed from a need to convert her work into videos, realizing the potential to benefit millions of businesses, educators, and learners. Dorine, welcome to Basic Business AI. As you said, to call you River. So River, from your perspective, how is AI reshaping the future of your industry?
Thanks, Josh. Great to be on. I think it's shaping everyone's industry, whether they're ready for it or not. I believe that it's really important to learn what aspects of AI you can incorporate, because if AI is not becoming part of your business, you will be out of business. You won't be able to keep up. So I think one of the first things to do is just take inventory of what are the things that are taking you the longest to do. They take more manpower, they take more money, they have a long turnaround time. Where can you optimize and become more efficient using AI? And each business is different, but a lot of it is, creating emails and maybe analyzing some of your sales funnels. All those things are possible with AI, and every day, if not every hour, something new shows up to make it even easier.
And so what I love about when I was reading your bio is you had a problem and you turned to AI to create a solution to that problem. And that solution may not have existed in the way that you put it together. And so talk to us a little bit. First of all, take us to the problem that you were facing and walk us through kind of your journey to look for solutions and how did you settle on AI?
I had just written a book and launched it in March of 2023. And I wanted to turn it into an online course. You spend a year or two writing a book, and then how can you repurpose that and how can you make more money on it? What avenues are there? And I thought an online course for what I had written would be perfect. I had done this the old-fashioned way before, and I'd hired an editor and an animator and a music person, and there were 6 or 7 people involved in turning what I had written into video modules for an online course. And I thought, number one, I don't want to do that. It takes 3 times longer than you think. It costs 4 times longer, more money than you think it's going to cost. And at the end of the day, you hate everybody anyway, and you didn't get what you want. How
That
can
sounds
you
like
make this a
that
better
sounds like
cost?
a really raw deal. Why would anybody sign up for that?
Because you don't know how else to do it, right? So this is when the AI buzzword had all started, and I'm thinking, what about AI, and it comes in with its AI silver cape on, and it says, choose me. And so I called one of my friends. I said, you're an AI expert. What platforms and how can I put this together and make it faster, make it cheaper, and make it something I love at the end of the day? So we started putting these pieces together. And 2 months into it, I decide, oh my gosh, I am not creating an online course for Brain to Bank. I am creating a platform that millions of other people could do the same thing with. So I shifted gears and hired some developers. And I will tell your listeners that you don't need to do any of these things as far as knowing about AI. I don't know about AI. I didn't know about AI. I just knew it could fix the problem. I did not have to be a technical genius in it. I didn't even have to have taken a course in it, although I did to try to get caught up, because you don't need to know, someone else knows. And
That's
if
right.
if you know Dan Sullivan's book, it's called Who Not How.
Correct.
And that
Got it
means
on my shelf.
you're not trying to figure out how to do it. You're trying to figure out who to call. Well, their next book needs to be not how, but which AI. That needs to be the
Yeah.
next book. Because now you say which AI can solve this, and I'm telling you, a 99 out of 100 times there's already one there.
Yeah, and that's a perfect explanation of it is you don't necessarily need to know how AI works. You need to know what problem you need to solve, and then somebody can help you do that with AI. Just like for me, I'm not a car guy, you know. I don't have any idea how an internal combustion engine works, but I can drive down the street just fine. And I know that I need like a bigger car to haul things around versus a smaller car. Like I only need to know the basics to be able to handle the rest of it. And I'll leave like Honda or Mercedes or whoever to go and know how to make cars. I just know I need one. I know I need to get from point A to point B. And it's dependent on what level of style or comfort I want to get there is who I decide to go with.
That's a great metaphor for all of it. And the funny thing about all of this is that an AI can tell you which AI.
Well, now we're getting really meta here. Yeah. Awesome. And so I'm curious, tell us a little bit more about this program that you did put together with AI and not being an AI expert, you built an AI company. So talk to us about that.
It comes with what is the problem and who does it solve the problem for? And I already knew that. I started out having to be for authors, but at heart, I'm a business person and I'm entrepreneur. That's who I am. And so it serves that target market because that's my tribe. So for me, it helps me create videos that talk about product development or talk about my company or for training my employees. Think about how boring and how people still are using bullet points to train people. That doesn't train people, it bores them to death.
Yeah.
And all they do is check off a box that they have completed the training. They didn't learn anything, they weren't able to implement anything, and they're not any better from when they started. What if you set out to train your employees to do something specific and they actually learned it? If
Hmm.
they learned it, they're going to use it. If they're using it, your company is going to do better. It's a win-win for everybody. And it's a shorter period of time. We do micro modules. You can give them a 3-minute video that tells them the same thing that took them an hour to go through in a boring PowerPoint. And they've learned it because it's fun and because video engages people and it engages people's minds in a specific way to help them remember it more. And that's what we're creating.
That's awesome. And so tell us who this is best for and where we can go to learn more.
It's best for anyone that wants to enhance their business by using videos. That can be your website, that can be teaching people about your product. It could be training your employees. It could be educating people about something new that you're going to spin out. Any of those things are great applications. If you go to Savants, which is SAV like Victor, ANTZ.ai, it's all there. You can do a free demo and you can watch up to 27 videos that are on there to see the videos that we made for educators, for businesses, for authors. And it says, this is how you can use Savants. Here's a video we made to show you what you can have for your output as well.
And so for somebody that's listening right now, what would be the difference in using something like Savants versus something like I'm just going to take a educational training video and record it, slap it up on YouTube, and send the link? What's the difference?
The difference is engagement. And there are other platforms that will take your text and turn it into video, but they're using stock images and it looks like everybody else's video. Every image created for your narration is created for your video with Savants. And you get to have a branding and what you want it to look like. And it's it's yours. Those are your images. That's your video. You're not going to see it anywhere else. You get the satisfaction of knowing that you did it. You can turn it in an hour. You've got your training. It's customized. It's just for you.
Wow, that's great. So one more time, Savants.ai.
Correct. Correct. And there's a contact me here if you guys have questions. I'm happy to get you up and running and say, here's the best application for you guys. What can we do to help?
Excellent. So, hey, we're going to wrap up from here. Thanks to our guest, River, for joining us for a practical conversation about AI, how she got started as not an AI expert building an AI company, which is something near and dear to my heart, and all of the potential for business that you can have with Savants.ai. You can learn more about what she does and get a free demo by going to Savants.ai. That's SAVANTZ.ai. If you run a business of any size and you have some ideas or strategies around the topic of AI, we'd love to have you on a future episode as well. We interview business owners of all levels of experience and exposure to AI so we can represent all voices, especially the 90% of us who are curious about AI but not trying to be tech geniuses. You can apply for a future episode by going to basicbusinessai.com. And one more time, if you want to install a 24/7 AI sales and support team for less than 10% of the cost of a single employee, get yourself an Anabot. You can learn more at anabots.ai. We'll see you next time here on Basic Business AI. And by the way, if you like this episode, tell your friends. See you later.